guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are solving SQL 50 questions, right? So in the last video we have covered topic related to joins. We have discussed what is left join, what is right join. Then we have discussed about full join, inner join, and then cross join. Okay, and we have also solved these two questions in the last video. Okay, so now in this video I'm going to solve next two questions related to joins. Okay, so now without any delay let's proceed. Okay, so first question that we are going to solve today is LeetCode problem number 1581. Customer who visited but didn't make any transactions. Okay, so in this problem we have one table visits in which there are total two columns. Okay, one column is visit id and the data type for visit id is int, and another column is customer id and for this column data type is int. Okay, so visit id is the column with unique values for this table. This table contains information about the customers who visited the mall. Okay, and then there is one more table, transactions. Okay, so in this transactions table there are total three columns. Okay, transaction id, visit id, then amount. Okay, and the data type for all the columns is int, and transaction id is a column with unique values for this table. The table contains information about the transactions made during the visit id. Okay, so we have to write a solution to find the IDs of the users who visited without making any transactions and the number of times they made these type of visits. Okay, in the end we have to just return the result table sorted in any order, and the result format is in the following example. Okay, so see this example number 1. So now see, this is one visits table and this is transactions table. Okay, and in output I am returning customer id 54, 30 and 96. Okay, so see how we are returning this. Okay, so see this customer id is 23, right, and the visit id is 1. Okay, and this visit id is here in my transactions table. Okay, so it is here. Okay, this customer id 9, for this customer id 9 we have visit id as 2, and this 2 is there in my transactions table. Okay, this 2 visit id. Okay, I am seeing visit id. Now for this customer id 30 we have visit id 4, but this visit id 4 is not here in my transactions table. Okay, so this 4 is not there, so I am just going to highlight this part. Okay, this 4 is not there, this 4. Okay, now next customer id is 54. Okay, for this customer id 54 we have visit id 5. Okay, and visit id 5 is there. Okay, visit id 5 is there, right? Visit id 5, this is also visit id 5, this is visit id 5. Okay, now next is customer id 96. So for customer id 96 we have visit id 6, but this 6 is not there in my visit id, right? Now see next, customer id is 54, visit id is 7, and this visit id is not there in my transactions visit id, right? Next, customer id is 54 and visit id is 8, and this 8 is not there in my transactions visit id. Okay, so all these visit ids are not there, all these visit ids. Okay, so I have highlighted this part. All these visit ids are not there in transactions. Okay, so now what we are returning, so just see this part. Okay, so we are returning 30 one time, we are returning 96, and how many times 96? Just one time. Okay, so this is what I am returning. Then see 54 is 2 times here. Okay, so here I am returning 54 equal to 2. Okay, so this is what we are returning. Okay, so I hope that this is clear. Okay, so now if I want to draw the diagram, then how I am going to draw? So let's represent it diagrammatically. Okay, so let's say these two are the tables. So this is nothing but my visits table and this is nothing but my transactions table. Okay, now see 4, 6, 7, 8, these visit IDs 4, 6, 4 6 7 8. Okay, so these visit IDs I am writing here 4 6 7 and 8. Okay, and other visit IDs like 1 2 and 5 I am writing here 1 2 5, because 1 2 5 visit IDs are both in my visits table and transactions table. Okay, but this 4 6 7 8 visit IDs are only in my visit table. Okay, so from here one thing is clear now. I need the result for this specific part. Okay, highlighted, see this part, that's it. Okay, so this part only I need the result. So what I'm going to apply here, I am going to apply here left join, and it is going to be exclusive. Okay, so in last video we have discussed about this, right? How to get the exclusive or inclusive result. Okay, so this is exclusive because I am not considering this part. Okay, I am not considering this part. Okay, this one common part. Okay, I am not considering this part. Okay, I just need this part. Okay, that's it. So I am going to apply left join exclusive of this part. Okay, so now let's write the query for this one. Okay, so let me change it to Oracle. So here we need customer ID. Okay, so here I'm going to write select customer underscore ID. Okay, and this is coming from what, this visit table. Okay, so here I'm going to write v dot customer ID. Okay, count underscore no underscore trans. So here I'm just going to write count star as count number of transactions from, so my left table is this visits. Okay, so here I'm going to write what is visits, 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 v alias, right? Then I'm going to use left join. So here I'm going to write left join on which table, transactions alias for this transactions is, let's say, t, and on which column, this column, right, visit underscore id. So here I'm going to write on v dot visit underscore id is equal to t dot visit underscore id, where, so we need this exclusive part. Okay, so in the last video I have explained how we are going to get the left join exclusive result. Okay, so if you haven't watched my part 2 of this placement prep series, then please go ahead and watch that. Okay, so here I am just going to write t dot visit underscore id is null, and then also we need to do group by on my v dot customer id. Okay, so see here, this 54 is 2 times, right? So here I'm just doing the group id on customer id so that I get the count as 2 here. Okay, so now let's run it and see if there are any code issues. So our solution is accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. So our next question is rising temperature. LeetCode problem number 197, rising temperature. We have one table weather given to us, and in this weather table we have 3 columns. One is id. For id, data type is int. Then we have record date column. For this record date column we have data type as date. Then we have temperature column, and for this temperature column we have data type as int. So id is the column with unique values for this table, and there are no different rows with the same record date. Okay, this is given to us. So this table contains information about the temperature on a certain day. Okay, so we have to write a solution to find all the dates id with higher temperature compared to its previous day. Okay, so see this input here, this record date is 1. Okay, 1 January. So this record date is 2nd January. This record date is 3rd January. This record date is 4th January. Okay. So here after 10 we have 25. Okay. So temperature is increased. Okay. So that is why I am writing ID2 here. Then after that, after this 25, 20 is there. Okay. So I don't need to write this ID3. Then after 20 there is sudden increase. Okay. So 30, 20 to 30. Okay. Sudden increase. So I am writing ID4. Okay. So see here, on 2nd January, the temperature was higher than the previous day. From 10 it was changed to 25. Okay, so that is why I am writing 2. Then on 4th January, the temperature was higher than the previous day. From 20 it jumps to 30. Okay, so that is why I am writing ID here 4. Okay, so this is what we need to do. Simple. Now let's write the code for this one. So what we need here, we need ID. Okay, so here I am going to write select ID. Okay, so here let's use alias as w1 dot ID from which table, from weather table. Okay, so here I am writing w1. Then I am going to use join here, inner join, you can say inner join. Okay, so inner join on same table. Okay, I am doing inner join on same table now. So you can say that simply it is a self join, something like that. Okay, so w2. Okay, using w2 as alias for this weather. Now after that we have to write on, and we have two tables. Okay, so here I am just going to write w1 dot record date. It should be equal to w2 dot record date plus 1. Okay, then here I have to write and w1 dot temperature greater than w2 dot temperature. Okay, so now let's run it and see if it's working. Okay, so see, our solution is accepted, right? So now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So now see what is happening here. Okay, so why I'm writing it like this. Okay, so now let's understand this. So now what I'm doing here, so I have same table now, right? I am doing just inner join between them. Okay, based on their record date. Okay, so my w1 dot record date, so let's say this record date. Okay, let's say this is the record date. Okay, w1 dot record date, it should be equal to w2 dot record date plus 1. Okay, so here I am just comparing this with this one. Okay, so here I am writing w2 dot record date plus 1, then I am doing. Okay, so simple comparison like this. Okay, on this and on this here. Okay, and then I'm checking the temperature. So if w1 dot temperature, so for this one temperature is 25, and for this one temperature is 10. Okay, so 25 is greater than 10. Okay, so I am simply returning the ID for this one. Okay, so that's a simple meaning. Okay, so see, on condition is on this w1 dot record date. I select this record date from here, let's say. Then here I go. So only in this record date, if I add 1, then it will become equal to this one. So I have to select this one here. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear. So see, now we have solved these two problems: customer who visited but didn't make any transactions, and this rising temperature. Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and in the next video we are going to discuss about the remaining problems related to the basic joins. Okay, so meet you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye bye.